Welcome. We're going to uh, connect with our interconnectedness today. So let's get started by tuning into our breath in a seated position, taking the hands to the thighs, and coming into our space wherever we are, noticing the space around us and just transforming it into your sanctuary. Inhale and exhale. Begin to coordinate your thoughts with your breath. Just even if you're, whatever thoughts you're having, following the flow of your breath. The inhale and the exhale. Begin to notice the breath. Find your seat. Find your anchor. And as you flow the thoughts with your breath, find the anchor for your physical self, the sits bones, on a cushion or a rolled blanket or a chair. Feeling your exhale, lengthening the shoulders away from your ears as they line up, facilitating our breath. Close the eyes if you wish. Noticing the quality of your breath. And as you stay in that noticing mind, become aware of what your breath is nourishing right now, whether that be the tension in your muscles, relaxing that through your exhale, or just your mind flurry. Is it nourishing the bloodstream, circulation, your lymph system, your digestion? All of it interconnected to keep us thriving. That's no more important time than right now to nourish ourselves with our breath, quieting the flurry of what happens around us. Breathe in the peace. Breathe out the peace. And let your breath take in an inhale as if you were surprisingly seeing someone or something you've just been waiting to see. As you exhale, sigh of relief, as if you've just heard wonderful news. Take it in. As you continue to be aware of your root system through those sits bones. And then on your next inhale, at the top of that happy inhale, take a pause for a beat or 2 beats, holding at that pause, noticing the stillness, and exhale. Sigh it out. Another inhale, taking that pause, relishing that breath. Exhale. Again, taking that same cycle with your own soundtrack of your breath. Really lengthening that exhale. Just allowing the fingertips to drift to the floor, feeling with your eyes closed, your perception of that movement and the fingertips press into the floor. You feel the energy down your arms. We're really getting into extending our energy to those extremities today. Inhale. Exhale, rooting the fingers down. The energy from your crown of your head all the way to the fingertips, alive, awake. Let's take the palms up to the sky. And as you just pause here with your palms up towards the sky, rotating through the shoulders, taking that inhale, and as you exhale, feel energy travel to the palms and just feel energy radiating outward to a person you care about, or inhaling again, pausing, and then exhaling out to a wider community of beings. And then the next breath, radiating out that energy to the entire earth, our planet. And you can come back, of course, on your next breath to something smaller, if that's more manageable. Just feeling our energy radiate out through the palms. With the eyes still closed, drift the arms up towards the sky, reaching up. And arms next to ears, feeling the lengthening with your perception, inward perception, from the hips to the fingertips, reaching up towards the sky, envisioning that bright sky above us, just a radiating light around us, our inner power. As you exhale, tucking the low ribs towards the back body, so you feel that nice strength within. Bring the hands to prayer position, link the thumbs, and just sway side to side as we wake up the side bodies. Nice pathway there on the side body, cleansing out that tension, swaying side to side, keeping that movement fluid. And then reaching the prayer position up towards the sky. The fingers reach the clouds. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears, and then release the hands, keeping the eyes closed. Lift that, the fingertips touch down. And again, feeling our root system. Inhale, pause. Exhale. As you exhale, flutter the eyes open, look over towards your right. And following your clean breath, let's look over to the left. Looking forward, let's look bright eyes upward, lifting the chin. Exhaling chin towards our heart, keeping those tall hearts outward facing and connecting to others who are sharing this practice with us. Knowing we are sending that energy out, lengthening the back of the neck, and then lifting the gaze upward, taking right ear to right shoulder, more lengthening on our side. So we're keeping that lymph connections going and dynamic. Right ear toward right shoulder. Lengthen the left ear away from the left shoulder. Inhaling, feeling that lift on your left ear. Exhaling, right ear toward right shoulder. Pressing through your left fingertips. Inhale, exhale, right ear and right hand connect as we lift the head up. Keep that lift, left ear toward left shoulder, pressing through the right fingertips. As we lift the right ear towards the sky, lengthening that ear away from the right shoulder. Feeling that connection, fingertips all the way to the crown of the head on the right side. Draw that line. And exhale, taking left hand to your ear and lifting up, rolling the shoulders back behind you, unrounding the back. So we feel a positive lift in that upper back. If you have a strap nearby, you can take that strap. We're just going to give ourselves a little bit of lift on the head and the neck. Otherwise, just take the hands and cup them at the base of your skull. Take the halfway point of your strap, place it at the base of the skull, and take the hands out diagonally upward. The strap will go along the ears probably, but find a diagonal that's comfortable for you. It'll be a lift up at a diagonal, so just a sense of comfort there. First, just cradle the base of your skull. Just notice the lift there. You'll probably go a little more vertically with that diagonal. Inhaling, exhaling, strengthen that core, and just do a tiny millimeter of a lift with your hands upward, lifting the skull upward just a tiny bit gently. Inhale, exhale. And then release that any pull on the strap. Bring it back to the occipital ridge and back probably around the ears, I'm guessing, something that's comfortable for you to cup the base of your skull, cradle the base of your skull in that strap. And then as you cradle the strap and hold strong with your hands, look up slightly toward the sky, chins lifting. Inhale, look up, exhale, pull your right hand up on that diagonal line so that your face is going to turn slightly towards the left. And then opposite arm, left hand reaches on that diagonal. And you're just gently turning your head with a little bit of that head weight lifted up into the cradle of that strap. We're just kind of lifting the weight of the head off of our neck and turning the head passively in the strap. If this hurts you at all, just come back to some neck turns without the strap. And then coming back to the center line, guide the gaze forward, lengthen the back of the neck and release the strap. Just take the strap just so we feel our reach out to T, arms grabbing the strap, just feeling the length of your arms. Yes. And then come inward towards the strap, grabbing the hands on the strap a little closer to your shoulders, and then lift the strap up and taking that strap forward and back, keeping those shoulders plugged in away from the ears, downward. Just bringing that strap in a nice wave action, front and back as far as you'd like. So making sure you keep those low ribs tucked in on your exhale, so you're keeping your core engaged as you create flexibility in those shoulders and unround ourselves. That attitude of rounding forward is a feeling that travels to our mind. So let's keep those hearts tall. And then reach up vertically and then just sway side to side. Feeling that interconnectedness of your hands through the strap. Interdependence of all of our systems, right? Independence, interdependence. I just like that sense of that yoga gives us of connecting, of our interdependence. We have each other to share practice, to share energy. Let's not forget that. Keep that connection through the hands as you bring that strap down and pull outward on the hands, taking the shoulders towards the floor and then bringing that down in front. Beautiful. Now we'll just take the strap aside. We're going to come down to lying down just so we can feel our length. Coming down on your side, move your blanket or cushion aside. Coming onto the side just to feel that you can easily get down on the back. Reaching the feet down towards the base of your mat, toes upward towards the sky. So feel the heels and connecting with the floor. Take the arms next to your side, palms down. Press down the length of your arms. So you're unfolding those shoulders, We're really going to take that bright attitude into our shoulders today, melting them away from that hunching position, right? Inhale, exhale, feel your heels on the floor, feel your sacrum, feel the back of your ribs, the back of your shoulders, the back of your head. Here are all of our landmarks. And close the eyes for a moment, just feeling the shape of yourself in space, appreciating the flow of our body systems interconnecting. Inhale, exhale, nourish through our breath. Inhale that happy inhale of a wonderful surprise. Pause, exhale, sigh of relief. And hug into your midline as you bring the arms above the head. And then feel your energy of your physical self radiating out. Bright energy. And you can open the eyes now. We're going to begin to pump the feet. So we're just, again, going to get that energy circulating through our system. So pump the feet as if you're pressing on an accelerator, and the heels will stay on the floor, but you're feeling this reverberation. Just as we reverberate our energy outward, and just reverberate our own little system here. Pumping, feeling that rocking out in the body, waking up our chi flow. A few more of these, just connecting that lymph connection in the back of our legs all the way to our heels. There's a strong connection there, so pump it out. Nice. And then slow that down just gradually. Relax the arms. Sweep the arms down to the side on your next exhale. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Feel your breath in your hands. Exhale. Let's take the fingertips to the third eye. Quiet the mind just with the fingertips on the third eye. Bringing into your mind a nourishing vision of something beautiful. Focus on that beautiful vision for maybe 2 to 3 breaths. Little screen into some beautiful image that nourishes your soul. And on your third exhale, we'll take our fingertips across the eyebrows, back to the temples, and just give yourself that massage. Circles towards your ears. Following that flow of breath, and then circles forward. You can relax the feet out to the side. And then taking the index and the thumb to your way from the third eye towards the ears, on the edges of the ears. Pinching the edges of the ears, nice acupressure points there. Then when you get the top of your ears, just gently tug upward towards the crown of the head on your ears, relaxing the neck and the head. And then outward away from the head, so the outer edges of the ears, away from your head, silly ears there. And then down towards the lobe, and just pull downward towards your shoulders on the lobe of the ears. Loosen the jaw. Ah, beautiful. Connecting inward. Release the hands. Take the hands to the floor, palms down. Feel that press of your arms. Inhale. Exhale, bend one knee and then the other, foot to the floor. Feel your feet on the floor, spread the toes. Pressing the toes down on the floor, we feel that strong energy from our feet. As we exhale, hug into that lovely energy of light inward in the center of your torso, and then bring one knee towards the chest and then the other as we give ourselves a hug. Wrap your arms around your shins or your thighs if that's more comfortable. Hug in, feel a complete exhale as the thighs come towards the belly. And then as you inhale next, reach out into an X form with your body. So we just radiate outward. Take that energy in. We're sending out positive vibes to each other. Bring it back in as you transition back towards a hug with your knees towards the chest. We can take this in slow-mo. Another reach out on an inhale. And a nice cleansing exhale, bringing us back into our self-hug. And because we just like that trinity of our practices, let's reach out third time. How wide can you reach your energy and then come back in for a hug? And then a roll with your hands on the knees, rolling the knees in a big circle, orbiting around that center line and feeling the low back get a massage. And then we're going to take the knees in the other direction of the circle. Hold the back of the thighs if that's better for you. Bringing the feet down to the floor, touch down tiptoes. So the balls of the feet and the toes are on the floor. We connect the knees, take the arms out to a T, reach, and then just begin to rock the knees side to side. Just a passive rocking of your knees towards the side to side. You can take your full foot on the floor, just stay in that tiptoe space. Just a light touch so you're not putting any strain on the knees. Just feeling some of the energy on those side of the waists let go a little bit. Any gripping. Rocking yourself side to side. Dynamic energy, beautiful. Let's bring ourselves back to center. Inhale, let's take our left knee towards the face, hug it in, take the left ankle to the right thigh. We'll just do a soft figure four here with our left foot nice and active, as well as the right foot pressing into the floor. Taking the arms to the side, again, making sure you fold those shoulders down towards the floor. Mine have already tried to fold up towards the sky. Fold them away, and then just gently rock just an inch or two to the side here, cradling your energy, sending your breath to your left hip. Sighing it out. Relaxing the face here and the jaw and hip connected so we can co-relax them as they interdepend on each other. Nice. Let's unwind that left leg, foot on the floor. Inhale, right knee towards you. And then take that ankle to the thigh on the left side. Right feet. And then rocking out just inch to either direction. Inhale energy to that right hip. Noticing our right side. So is that right shoulder folding away from our sternum? lengthening the space from our shoulder to our hip with our breath. We can iron out that tension or holding. Beautiful. Unwind. Since we are getting some lovely lymph connection here, let's get travel through our hamstrings. Grab your strap, inhale the right knee towards the face, press into that strap with your ball of the foot, and reach on up in a diagonal line with your leg or a vertical, whatever your hip desires, up towards the sky. Feel the reach in the back of your leg. Right hip connects to right heel. As we press our foot into that strap, we're feeling again that further connection, waking up the back of our leg. And then let's take the foot energy and rub back and forth with that strap on the bottom of the foot, warming up the foot energy, sending love to our feet, bringing the peace and love in through the feet. And then back to the ball of the foot, press into that strap like it's an accelerator for your good feelings. And then back to a flexed foot, just feeling that stretch of your hamstring. This next exhale, drop the energy heavy into your right hip and then move your right heel towards your left hip. Feeling that lengthening of our hamstrings. Flowing with your breath. We're going to take this foot over towards the right, holding onto the strap. We're keeping this a tiny V shape, not too far. Just feeling that out, some outward rotation in the right hip. As we keep that connection to the earth. So we're reaching with that right heel, but feeling the connection, never losing that interconnectedness with our hip, with the low back and our torso. Back to center. Beautiful. Bend the knee. Feel that buzz already in that right side. Inhale, left knee. Let's lasso that left foot. Rise on up with that leg at your favorite angle. Press into the strap with the ball of the foot. That accelerator. Let's do it. Exhale, release. And then the rub all along the surface of your foot. Feel that warmth radiate down the leg to the hip. Bring it in with your breath. Transform with the breath. And then back to your ball of the foot when you're ready. Pressing once more into the ball of the foot and then releasing to a flexed foot. Your next exhale, drop a heavy sandbag into that left hip. Nice. Feel the gravity. Rest here for a moment, dropping the shoulders away from the center line. And then guiding your left heel towards your right hip. Sigh it out. Inhale the good stuff. And exhale out what you don't need. As you slide that foot out towards a V, hold on to the strap. All the while aware of that right foot on the floor, feeling that grounding. Ah. And bend that knee. Beautiful. All right, we've prepped our hamstrings. And then lengthen the legs out just so we get that sense of what transformation we've made through the legs. Feel the buzz of energy. All the way from our feet on up to the crown of the head. Just so nice. And then roll onto your side. Inhale, exhale, come up to a side sit on your left hip there with the left knee folded in front, and grab a blanket if you need to even out your hips on the floor underneath the lower sits bone if there's some unevenness there. In the meantime, find your center line, orbit around the energetic line down the center of your body. Inhale, exhale, feel the fingertips on the floor. Once again, finding our height here. Inhale, find your tall spine. Exhale, walk your fingertips around a circle, radiating around you, walking those fingertips towards the left. Pressing through the fingertips when you've reached a turning point. Inhale, lengthen upward. Exhale, feel the turning towards the left of your ribs and your gaze. Settle here through the hips. And then with the left hip, we're going to lean forward. You can lift that right hip off the floor. Take the palms down to the floor on the other side of your thigh. Pull back with your hands and then lean over that thigh. Feel the gravity again on that left hip, walking the hands out to the forearms on the floor. Again, speaking to that left hip with your breath. Keeping the spine long, the neck long. You can lengthen out your right leg if that works for you, on towards the base of the mat. Feeling the anchor points here. Bend that right knee, come back to your side sit, lifting up and swiveling in towards the center. Inhale, exhale, and then let's take a nice graceful switch to the other side. Checking in with your anchor of your hips, making sure you support with that blanket if you need to. Folding right leg in front, fingertips on the floor. Inhale, exhale, find your center, hug in, and trace that sacred circle around you towards your right. Keeping the gaze, the third eye lined up with the throat and the heart and our center, our root of the pelvis. Exhale, and our hands are going to reach on the other side of our right hip, right thigh, hands on the floor, palms down. Pull back so we feel that connection. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, leaning over the right hip. And then maybe the forearms come down as we pull back again, keeping the back of the neck long. If you wish, lengthening your left leg way back there so we feel connected to that back heel all along our left side. Ah, and you can surrender what you do not need downward into our absorbing soil below us. And then bending the bending the left knee when you're ready, pushing up towards our side sit again. Nice, back to center. Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to take our selves over, bring the knees together. We're going to transition towards our tabletop for a moment, just to come up towards our standing sequence. So move the blanket aside. We'll come back to those props later. Taking our transitional tabletop here, we're just taking the hands forward as we move towards a down dog, stirring up some energy for our standing practice. Pressing the hands into the floor, roll the shoulders away from the ears. So we just feel that strength of our back body, and then curl the toes under so we feel the bent knees lift off the mat, bringing the thighs back to the ribs. Push away with your hands. Relax the head, relax the jaw, the neck, the face, and lengthen the spine in a beautiful diagonal, nice geometric line there. Pedal your feet. We lengthened our hamstrings, so now we're ready to pedal those feet down towards the floor. Let the breath refresh your mind, keeping our head below the heart here for a few moments, giving that therapy to the brain. Beautiful. Now maybe even out those heels. So keep those hip width apart feet into our downward dog expression here. Sigh it out. And then we'll walk the feet towards the hands. At the top of your mat, just my little mat here, pull it back. There we go. Top of the mat. We're hanging the head down here, relaxed style. Bring thighs connect to ribs, and the head releases. So we can just feel, we can nod yes to what we want and no to what we don't need. And feeling that traction in the neck. Beautiful. Release. This should feel good. All of it should feel good. If it doesn't, you can do something else. Take the hands down, the feet down, feel the roots. Fingertips on the floor. Let's reach up into a flat back. And then release again down to the floor. Sigh it out. So now we're going to take that left foot back to a low lunge. So let's reach back with our left foot and bring that right foot forward, keeping the hands on the floor, just so we feel a nice long lunge. If you need to take that back knee or shin on the floor, no problem. Just bring it down, feel the reach. Fingertips on the floor, lengthen as we pull back. Low lunge, knee on the floor, and then take your left hand on the floor, open up to a twist. Connect through the hand, reach up, something you'd like to bring in, and then fold that hand to your heart, bring it in, exhale down to the floor. Now curl the back toes under, and then tiptoe forward to that forward bend. Again, knees bent. Now we're going to come up into a flat back. Inhale, take the hands to the hips. Exhale, feel your strength as you fold upward towards standing, keeping the knees bent so we protect ourselves in this altitude change. Breathe as you come on upward to our mountain pose. Beautiful. We'll drop the arms. Notice maybe when you walked to your mat today, you had a certain energy in your body. Notice the shift you've created. We're going to sweep a little quick chair pose, energy shift, sweeping the arms up towards the sky. And inhale. On our exhale, bend the knees behind the toes and release a big exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Sweep it up. Arms here. We're going to tiptoe back to a warrior one. So curl the toes under on the left foot. Keep that front knee just relaxed for a moment as you find yourself in space here. Arms up, sweep them down to your hips. So we make sure the hips are pointing forward and we find a stance that's comfortable for us. That back foot angled outward. And then bend that front knee. So you take yourself to warrior one, the strength of a warrior here. Every day we need that warrior energy a little stronger. Press through the feet, connect them. Yes, they are interdependent. Let's connect them. Drop the tailbone towards the floor. Find that root down there. And then inhale the arms up in space. Beautiful. Feeling that length. So from here, we're feeling our warrior, but we're going to turn this warrior one to a warrior three. So sweep the arms out, flying arms here, and then begin to tiptoe forward, straightening the front leg, folding over that front thigh towards warrior three. So check in with those hips, see that they're even. And if you happen to be really, low key today and you want to take this to the floor just in like a tabletop, you can still get that energy from floor work. And then coming on up to mountain. Oh, nice job. Balancing there. Find your proprioception here in our mountain pose. Yes. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to come down to the floor again. Let's sweep that energy down again into a chair pose. Reach, but sweeping the arms down. Stay down. There you go. Now bring the hands to the floor. Hang the head for a moment. We're going to do now from this stance is take our right leg back to the low lunge on that side. Hands on the floor. Connect the feet. If you want to take that back knee down or the shin as your anchor, that's fine. Feeling the length on both sides of the body, fingertips on the floor, pulling back, really help get that energy flow on the sides. And then take your right hand down, take that anchor, left hand to the heart, twist over to the left. Fingertips to fingertips connect, reaching towards the stars. Bringing that stardust back into your heart. And then down, exhaling. Low lunge. Curl the back toes under. Tiptoe forward. Fingertips to the floor. We're going to come up this time, sitting back through a chair pose. So sweep the arms back briefly and then sweep them up next to the ears. As we feel that Olympic strength in ourselves in our chair pose. Holding strong to your center. Stand on up. And arms down, mountain pose. Get your bearings here. Feeling the back of your skull, the back body, kind of orienting itself here. Let's just do one sweep of energy, mini chair. Inhale, exhale, sweep it down again. And then back up right into our transition to warrior one. Arms stay up, so we keep the length. Tiptoe back with your right foot. Angle that back foot, so we end up in a warrior one. Align hips and shoulders, and then bend the front knee. Find the warrior within. Drop the hands to the hips, guide them forward. Exhale the feet towards each other. Just celebrate our shape here. Celebrate our strength as we strengthen each other, practicing together. Let's take the arms out to our wingspan. Beautiful. And tiptoe forward towards your warrior three, flying up as if you are a eagle, looking above it all. Lengthening the spine here. Check in with those hips. See that they're even and fly a little bit or a lot. And then pivoting when you're ready, back to mountain. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Take the hands to the heart in Anjali Mudra. Bring the thumbs to the third eye. Bring that image of beauty that you had on our floor work into your mind. Exhale. Inhale it in again. Exhale. And then thumbs to the heart. Beautiful. Let's come to the center of our mat so that the long way is around us. We're going to feel our reach kind of alternating between our big X feeling and then hugging in to eagle pose. So let's widen the feet, reach out the arms, feel our stardust, and then come onto the right foot and balance, flexing the left foot, leave the floor and see if you can feel that tower on the right, holding up strong. Exhale, hugging into your core center. So come down and up again if you want, but as you come down, just feel as before you lift off, that strength in the midline, and reach again. Reaching out, hands and feet to each other. Exhale in. Now bring the feet together, in mountain pose, hip width apart. What we're going to do is first just sit into a chair pose. Inhale, hands on hips. Exhale, sit into a chair pose. Reach the arms out and then sweep right arm under left. We're coming into eagle here. So we're hugging in all that good energy. And then come on up, unwind the arms. So we're entering eagle pose through a chair. I'll show you through the side. We're going to sit back into chair, hands on hips, just guiding ourselves into that position. And then sweep right arm under left again. And from here, you can sweep that right leg in front of left if you want to take that balance in eagle, hugging in on your exhale to the midline, keeping the spine long, third eye steady. Dropping shoulders away from the ears, freeing up our spine. And then unwinding and coming out to a wide star pose. This time tilting that star over towards the left side. Standing strong on your left side, making sure you can come down for a moment, making sure you have that micro bend in your left knee so we're not locking out to balance. We're holding into that strength, lifting the quad, and feeling your radiating energy. Come down, bring the feet closer together. So this time we're going to bring an eagle pose on the other side. I'm going to show it from the side, hands on hips. Inhale, exhale, chair pose. Inhale, exhale, feel the strength, and then out to wingspan, left arm under right. Thumbs at third eye. Hug in through the center. Connect the arms or the hands. Come back up. Unwind for a moment. Now, you can also choose here, I'm going to give you the choice here, to before you go down, to wind the left foot around to the other side if you want to take that seat with your legs already crossed and connected. Inhale the arms out. Exhale, left arm under right as we bend down with possibly that left leg in front of right or just in a chair position. So you have a choice. Keep chair legs or eagle legs. Important, exhale here, hugging in to that close center. Unwind yourself. Walk to the other side of your mat. Make that the top of your mat. Change of perspective here. Notice the difference. Sweep the arms up towards the sky. And then as we do our nice sweep downward with our exhale, we'll breathe again, don't worry. Exhale now. We're just going to end up down on the floor again. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees. Exhale completely. Hands on the floor. Walk back out with the feet. We're going to come down to a tabletop. Beautiful. Let's reach here in tabletop, just feeling our strength through our breath. Inhale, base of pelvis. Exhale, hug in, feel the navel toning towards the spine. Lower ribs lift up slightly. Good. Let's do a cat-cow. Up towards the sky. And curling up into a cow. Inhale up. Exhale. And one more time, taking our mind's eye into the spine, just feeling that spine energy is so much of a network to the whole body. Nourish, nourish, nourish. And then back to the midline. We're going to roll onto the side, coming into our pre-bridge pose with the feet on the floor, knees up towards the sky. Make this transition nice and smooth and gentle. Reaching for your heels with your fingertips. Feel the back of your heels. Arms on the floor. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale. Curl the navel towards the floor as we just tilt the pelvis upward, building a bridge upward with our breath. Inhale. Nourish the spine. Exhale. Feel that long center line of the body as you lift the hips upward towards the sky. And then down again. Each breath lifts us up a little higher. Front body strength here. Let those abdominals lift you up. And the glutes. And then when you found the bridge, built as high as you'd like, just keep the feet grounded, keep the arms grounded. Let's maybe meet the hands underneath the sacrum so we can clasp our fingertips, unfolding the shoulders even more. Feeling your strength. And then release the hands underneath you and bring that sacrum down to the floor. Oh, so nice. Hands to the thighs, inhale. Exhale, press towards the heels, decompression. Even carving out more space in our spine, and then relax. Bring the knees together, feet wide apart. Flow right into our limp, supportive, crazy legs pose. Knees windshield wiper down towards the feet. Cleansing, keeping that energy connected. And then we bring the thumbs to the elbow creases. Let's lengthen, feel the elbows reaching and forearms above the head. Feel the length there. Even as you keep the windshield wiper legs, you're feeling that reach on the right and the left. Hips to elbows. This is a great energy cleanse pose. If you feel you've absorbed, I don't know, energy you don't need, just take this pose to kind of cleanse the whole spine. Let's bring the forearms above the head and take the elbows in the opposite direction of the knees. Clean, green energy into the body. And then head side to side away from the elbows. As we bring the third eye into this, as well as our eyes, look at the elbows as you turn the head in that opposite direction. So the eyes get their participation, their exercise. Breathe. And when you're ready, come to letting go of the arms next to you on your back, palms up towards the sky, one leg long and then the other. And close the eyes. Take a nice surprise, happy surprise inhale. Hold it at the top. And release through a relief sigh. Coming back to your breath, close the eyes. Through the third eye, look through that screen to that image of a beautiful place. We have so many beautiful places on our planet to gaze at, to bring us into connection with others or with nature around us, knowing that we're a part of it all. Bringing that beauty inward through our inhale, relish, savoring that at the top of the inhale, exhaling, feeling the stillness, the calming of the waters, the harmony of our life force that yoga brings us. Interdependence and intercoordination of our physical selves. Which just naturally translate to our energetic selves. Peace and harmony, love, interconnectedness. Whole body inhale, whole body exhale. Wiggle the fingers and the toes and bend your knees and elbows. Rolling onto your side. Ease yourself up to seated. Bringing the hands to the heart, thumbs to the heart, Anjali Mudra. Happy Interdependence today, Interdependence Day. Thank you so much for joining me in a practice today. Namaste.